Friday the 13th of February. Well, that feels like a good date to me to, I don't know, start a video journal maybe or something, whatever. I don't even know what to call this. I suppose it's me just trying to take off the layers. Feel free to join me or don't. I'm just a rambling middle-aged woman who wants to put something out into the world, doesn't really know where to start. So yeah, join me or not. I uploaded a whole lot of videos last year and outed a great many secrets in my life. I've taken down those videos because they serve their purpose in shutting down family controlling me, which happened until I was 51 years of age. At 52, I put those videos out, and now at 53, I sit here and I'm still trying to begin my life. But the one thing that keeps playing over in my mind is the whole concept of authenticity. The fact that I talk up a big game about putting real back into reality, and yet I live in a world that doesn't want real. This world genuinely does not want real. It does not want authenticity as much as society likes to throw around the concept of authenticity. The idea of people just being themselves, embracing who they are. I think it's highly unrealistic to be authentic. Whether you're someone like me who has been trained to perform for the world since childhood, or just an average person who actually did have some degree of freedom, we all have societal pressure to not be ourselves at times, to play make-believe for circumstances and environments that demand specific etiquette or whatever else you want to call it. I've never had the freedom to be me, never had the freedom to explore who I am outside of parental constraints and my responsibilities as a wife and a mother. It's just the way it is because, you know, especially in my second marriage, it has never been a case of my husband Daniel imposing that on me, but because I was raised to believe that I need to put myself at the back of every line. So I've played all those positions. Doesn't make me, that it's not necessarily a good thing. It makes me pretty bloody foolish, quite frankly. And so, who is me? I really don't know. Other than this version of what I'm putting out right now is the me that's coming out that I've never been allowed to show. So as far as YouTube goes, at this point, I think I'm going to use it as a bit of a journal to put bits and pieces out into the world. I've tried to be funny on social media, and it's not even trying to be funny. Quite frankly, I genuinely think I'm funny. I get that my humour is an acquired taste. I get that my humour quite often flies over people's heads, or they think that I'm not being real, that I'm being fake in some way, that I'm trying too hard, when actually I wasn't even trying to be funny. I just thought I was funny. But that's me. I'm a quirky Sheila. It is what it is. And that's one of those expectations I have a problem with, because I've been put in my place so many times. And so I don't feel free, even though this is real, this is genuine, this is me. It's hard. I slow myself down because I'm thinking continuously, monitoring myself, watching all my cues, trying not to look like a fuck up because of all the critics in my head that just keep going, because all the critics that have been implanted in my head by other people. At this point, I am my own worst enemy. I am my greatest critic, holding me back. And it's been that way for the last 12 months. It's been that way with every video I've created that self-doubt has come in and nagged me about. That my perfectionistic ways to stay safe, stay out of trouble, to avoid drawing attention to myself in the most negative of ways, they plague me. So I've done, I don't know how many hours of videos I've done, how many I've thought were great, and I was about to upload them, or I did upload them, and then I took them down, I destroyed them, I deleted them. And I think the only way I can get through this is to push through by putting up videos like this. This is me putting myself out into the world. I'm a recluse these days, like fully reclusive, other than going shopping and, very brief encounters with other people. Probably 95% of the time. Other than my husband and children, Danielle, my children, and our children and grandchildren. And that's just my life. That's the way it is. I'm trying to get out, trying to do more. But it is what it is. Because I can't deal with other people anymore. And so this is what I've got, is putting stuff out in video format and putting stuff out in writing. Because humans suck. Like, pure and simple, humans suck. Whatever I put out in video or in my writing, it's going to be raw, it's going to be real from this point forward. I hope people do kind of get on board with my brand of humour, because I don't like being serious all the time. I don't like being taken serious all the time. In fact, it drives me nuts when I say something that I think is bloody hilarious and everybody just looks at me like, are we supposed to be laughing? Or, geez, that's a little bit too raw. How can you laugh at that? I mean, and that's part of the problem here. See, dark humour gets me through. That's authentic for me. Dark humour gets me through. And yet when I let that come out, people look at me like I've got two heads because I'm laughing at things that any sane person just would not laugh at. But that's my life. That's what I've got to work with. And so I take the laughter where I can. And I do say, please indulge at my expense because, I've paid a bloody high price for it. So please do find a way to laugh at it. Laugh with me, laugh at me. I really don't care at this point. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do a video journal. Whatever thoughts come. And just see what happens, because try and do cheesy stuff, try and do something, work out something yeah. It's all about thinking. It's all about overthink. Try and do something that I don't know. Just trying to put something out into the world that other people can connect with. I think that's what it comes down to. Lost my train of thought there. So yeah. So that's where I'm at. And I think that's about all I've got to say at the moment. And I know this is a bit of a weird video to put up, but as I say, for me, this is just pushing through some barriers, because I really want to get some online stuff going. I am going to talk about my medical situation, but I don't want this channel being about my medical situation, for it to stay there. But I will be talking about it openly, because I'm in the situation that I'm physically incapable of working. I'm unemployable. For me to be employed would be taking a job from someone who is capable and needs a job. I need to be earning a living, not just financially, but and for security, but for personal fulfillment. But the thing is, I'm not employable. And I'm in a position that there's nothing I can do about that at this point. I've done absolutely everything I possibly can. And as I say, I will talk about my medical scenario. I will talk about trying to access help to get me work ready. And what a shit show that's been. So yeah, I'm trying to break through barriers and just do this so that I can get better at talking to the camera. I'm going to continue to write, put stuff online, and share whatever I can, and just desensitize myself, really. That's what this is all about. So, yeah, but authenticity. I don't know. You tell me. Is it realistic to put real into reality when I don't even know what reality is? But there you go. But what I put out from this point, it's as real as it can be on any given day. So that's about it. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. And as I say, I am looking to monetize this channel at some point or another. So, if you want to see where this journey goes, if you're trying to break out yourself and, I don't know what inspiration I could be, but, whatever. Or how I can be inspirational and not in what not to do or how not to be on YouTube. You know, subscribe, like, share, whatever, comment. I don't know how much I will converse in the comments. I am so peopled out at this point. I don't have a lot of energy for anything these days, but I know I really need to interact with the world in some form or another without necessarily interacting with it. So, yeah, that's about where I'm at. Okay, well, yeah, bye for now.